Christmas. What's a Calipari Christmas like? You
Well,
go into
good.
hibernation?
Well, the good news is my two daughters will be in town, my son and my wife, trying to get my dad to pop in. And we'll spend a couple days together. We may even go somewhere for a day and come back, but I'll be with the family. So it'll be nice.
You said the other day, you talked about the importance of all the practice time you can do and the things you can do in this time, but you also said it's important to give them a little time at Christmas. What's important about it to you?
Well, I mean, I hope memories when they look back, they look at their time at Christmas with their own family and being able to see friends and being able to stop in and see relatives, and not that they were tortured over Christmas while everybody else was enjoying stuff and they were tortured to play basketball and this is important. Basketball is important. It is. And I mean, I know it's important at this school, this program, but it shouldn't come before their families. It's just how it is, and I've always felt that way. Every team that I've coached has had a Christmas break. As a matter of fact, we played in the Rainbow Classic one year and got out there where the coach of the Y thought was late, but it was before our game. So we made the game and we won the tournament. No one else took a Christmas break except my team. And we almost were, we got there about 15 minutes before the game started, but we were there in time. And then we won the tournament. I mean, I don't know, it's just, I've always, and you can look it up, we did win the tournament. Some of you guys will look it up.
Kyle, any update on Terrence? Looked like he was dressed today. Is he going to practice?
I don't think he'll practice today, and he wants to play tomorrow. I may not let him. So we'll see.
You talked about some of these guys step out to be vocal leaders. Is Duran or any of those guys?
Got better. Duran, because he's spending that extra time, is starting to play different. He's playing more assertive. He's not into his own self. He's talking more. They all try to talk more. It's funny. I just told them that the two things that are vital for us to really start growing is we got to talk more. And there were times that Kyle didn't talk on some back screens, and neither did Anthony Davis, and there were some things that happened in that game. But the reality of it is they're trying. They're trying to do what we need them to do.
Michael said last night that he sort of was the guy who spearheaded the Breakfast Club. That you noticed him coming in early, and that you talked about him being a leader. And he said he was a little hesitant to do that early because he wanted to defer to the veterans, but now he feels like he's performed enough to do that. Is that sort of what led you to reach out to him?
It all develops within your team, and it develops by performance and by effort. You can't be sitting in the ice tub yelling at guys to work hard. Come on, work! Come on, a little more ice in here. I don't want to hear that. And so he's out there and he's spending that time and he's doing it, and it's neat to see. And one of the reasons I talked to him about what he will do to this club is he's going to drag that intensity of our club, because it's embarrassing if you don't play with intensity if he's out there, because it really shows. You start saying, well, this guy doesn't play hard. Look at Michael. So then it raises the intensity in practice, and it raises the intensity. And there'll be guys mad, Michael, you're trying to kiss butt. No, I'm just trying to be the best player I can be. But he's, and again, they all have an opportunity to come in. And what I always say with guys like him and John, Brandon, you don't do this yourself. You drag other people with you. You have success, but how many can you drag with you? I told John Wall, I said, John, don't be leaving here by yourself. You drag 3 or 4 of these guys with you. You drag 4.
Was the attendance larger today?
I have no idea.
Michael said he expected more guys. More guys said they wanted to join after the first one.
It's because you all knew about it. It's torture for some guys to get up in the morning and spend more time than they're supposed to spend. It's just, I'm going to do what I have to do, and then when I'm done, I leave. But again, if you want to really feel success, I'm doing my best. And I know this is absolutely the best I can do. That's success. And that's for everyone. And if you're not doing your best and you're cutting corners, and the most important part of your life is that I get 14 hours of sleep, okay? that's fine. Well, then success isn't the most important thing to you. It's getting 2 days of sleep in one day. So,
What's Michael's personality like? Does he have that quiet determination? He seems very focused on.
yeah, Michael's one of those guys when he kind of figures out what he can do and can't do, then he just goes. But sometimes he'll be tentative trying to figure out, what am I supposed to be doing here? Because this is all new to him. He's playing AAU basketball 6 months ago. And so now he's at a high level with guys that are bigger, stronger, older, just as athletic, and he's having to figure things out.
Does it impress you that he asks questions and things like that?
Yeah,
And
it
how
does. I wish more of them did. We wouldn't leave timeouts having guys not know what the heck they're supposed to go. The guy I told you before that used to ask me every timeout when he